Hello everyone and welcome to the final presentation of the evening. My name is Lars, I'm the coach of Team BR, and before we get started I want to quickly introduce our team and customers. So as a customer we have Florian Thoma, Michael Tane and Rafaela Fischer. I think Florian is also in the audience by now. Hello Florian, welcome. Our project leader is Mariana. And this is our team of 8 very skilled developers who've worked very hard for the past few weeks to make this presentation possible. And without further ado, I want to hand it to Robert, who's going to tell you all about our project. Robert?
Thank you, Lars. Hello, my name is Robert, and I'm going to tell you what our weather report application for the BR is all about. And to start off, is it just another application that is trying to get on your phone? Of course not. It's often users of weather applications have the issue of nearby stations reporting conflicting weather information, or maybe the station's not that close by. Our application actually resolves this issue by enabling a group of people in your surrounding to report the weather in your vicinity and also all around you. This way, you don't have to be confused anymore, and you can even join in on the fun and become a weather reporter yourself and report the weather in your area. In addition to that, the BR also is broadcasting some of their weather reports on 2 of the radio stations. To our requirements, we had, of course, to be able to report a weather, and the app in the end had to be integratable into the already existing BR24 app by the BR. These 2 are functional requirements, and the non-functional requirements were that it has to be fast, kind of. Also in rural areas with low bandwidth networks, it has to be able to do that in under a minute. And in addition to that, privacy is also an important factor, because our customer is in the public domain, and so we try to use as little data from our weather reports as possible. Now, to make things clear for you guys, we prepared a trailer for you.
Und dann haben wir noch eine Meldung von unserem Wettermelder Bernd Brügge aus Garching. Bei ihm regnet es gerade bei Temperaturen um die 15 Grad. Also falls ihr gerade auf dem Weg nach Garching seid, dann nicht den Regenschirm vergessen.
Thank you. And now that you got a better understanding of how our application is working, we come to the analyst subject model. And so we want to report weather, so of course we have to have a weather report. And the weather is represented as a temperature and a weather status, and you can pad that with like a picture or a comment if you want. You report, of course, for location, so this is provided by location service, and we also give it a name. And of course, for any location you can report many weathers over time. And always there has to be always a person who's creating the weather report, of course, and we keep some information about them because of quality reasons. They can have a home that can be used as a preset address to report the weather from, and if they want to display weather, they can query some weather reports from their area. And in addition to that, they can choose on which radio station they actually want to have their report read out loud. With this, I'm giving it over to Lawrence for the system design.
Thanks, Robert. So how does our system actually look like? So we're having a data server and a smartphone application. Having a deeper look inside of our data server, it looks like we have a database actually, and we are having a web interface. So our web interface actually provides all of our functionality to our smartphone application, and the database stores all of it. So inside of our smartphone application, we have a request handler, which actually sends all of the requests to our server. We have a data controller inside of our application to actually persistently save our user and restore it from our database, to get the location, to actually translate the GPS location into coordinates, and to actually, our UI to visualize all of the information and retrieve the user input. So this is how our system actually looks like, and how is it mapped into a hardware-software mapping. So we're having a weather report database. It runs PostgreSQL in a Docker container, and a weather report service. It's a Node.js application inside a Docker container. And of course, we have a weather melder application, which runs inside of an iOS environment. And all of this gets communicated by an HTTPS communication. So iconizing this version, we're having a BR weather application and a database. And what's the interesting part of our application? We are already having from BR a weather reporting application online through a website. And we are getting over 200 weather reports per day. So that's why we thought, okay, we can just increase it and increase it throughout whole Bavaria. So we are having all of these weather reports throughout whole Bavaria, and they get stored into our database. And if there is then a request, for example in Oberbayern, he will receive all of the necessary information for himself, and then we'll just have all of the necessary weather reports. And this is actually what Zoe is going to show you in a more detailed way.
Hello, I'm Zoe, and I'm a regular user of this app, and honestly, I have nothing prepared for this. And should I tell a joke now? I think we have a visitor here.
Please let me in. It's freezing cold out there. So, somebody likes my beer. It's too cold to drink. Do you like my beer? I love Brugge beer. Okay, then I have to throw it away. Oh, it's frozen. It's too cold. So what's going on here?
I'm sorry, who are you and what's the problem here? Are we in the same season?
Yes, but my weather app told me that it's 25 degrees out there, and I went to Garching to hang out and chill, relax, drink some beer and enjoy the sun, but it's cold.
Yeah, I got it. And I think I have a solution for you. Yes. And have a look at this app from BR. You can get the latest weather information in Bavaria, and you can check the weather reports either in the list or on the map.
Okay, then show me the map screen.
Yes, so it's loading.
Okay.
So you can, on the map, you can see the icons representing the weather status.
So I would have seen that it's cold.
Yes,
here?
and you
nice.
can also get a brief information about the weather.
Yeah, but can we add the weather? No.
Of course, and I think we should add the weather reports together so that you can avoid your problem.
Yeah, and probably nobody will be stupid like me in the future.
So let's add the reports together.
Yes.
Get our current location is loading, and the temperature today is...
It's minus 2 or minus 10, I don't know.
Okay, -2. And the weather status is...
It's cloudy or
okay,
maybe
it's cloudy.
snowing. Yeah, cloudy.
Cloudy. And you can also send a photo if you want.
Yeah, let's send a photo of my frozen beer.
Okay. Frozen beer. And do you want to add some comment here?
Yeah, this is the best weather app.
Okay.
That's all, because I have to go to shower, but everybody can see it now.
Of course. Let's send it together, and it sends successfully.
Oh, that's nice. So
it's
maybe
loading.
nobody will be stupid like me in the future. I hope so. But
Yes.
I need a shower. Goodbye. Have a nice evening.
Now we can see the newly reports, and that's the photo we add. And that's for our demo.
Okay. So I hope he doesn't get a cold. So what's the status of our application? We have a database where we can actually store our weather reports, we can store the user data, we can get the weather reports, we can log in and we can register. Inside of our application, we can get the weather in list map view, we can report the weather with a picture, but we actually cannot send notifications, so you can subscribe. The plan is that you can subscribe a location, and if there's a certain weather report, then you will get a notification gets triggered. We need some speed optimizations, so inside of our application, if we have quite a lot of weather reports, it's kind of stuck. We need a final design for our background, our application, and for our buttons. We need to refresh the data if a new weather report was sent, and we need to update our user settings. So that's it from our side. Thanks everyone for your attention.